Reading I-Ching. The family. Composition of hexagram. This hexagram illustrates that the wind is blowing above the flame. One may think that the wind will blow the candle off, but on the contrary, people intentionally blows the wind into the fire with bellows, in order to kindle up the fire. The difference shows us, that the same fire and wind may end up with different outcome, depending on what kind of relationship they have. Let's compare the characteristics of wind and fire. They are similar, in that neither of them have physical manifestation that can be touched by hand, and that they represent changes and movements. There are differences as well. While the wind represents physical movement, the fire is a chemical transformation. While the wind is a moving entity, but fire is non-moving force. The different characteristics of fire and wind affect each other. The wind blows to provide oxygen to the non-moving fire, which enables it to burn more fiercely, and a great fire also creates circulation in the air, which becomes wind. The same applies to the human relationship as well. When different people keep their positions and act for the sake of others, such relationship will be able to exert a powerful force. Overall meaning. Yin and Yang alternates in the hexagram of the family, except for the two consecutive lines of Yang at the top. I-Ching generally considers alternating arrangement of Yin and Yang to be positive in meaning. It is a well-balanced structure, which is not biased too much toward Yin or Yang alone. Especially, when the line of Yin follows that of Yang, it represents that the power of Yin is developing the creative idea of Yang further, based on its persistent and steady characteristics. The final duplication of Yang also implies that this hexagram is not merely a repetition of everyday routines, but it has emphasis on the direction that the overall hexagram is moving toward. Perhaps this hexagram may represent what we should do in order to achieve an important goal. No matter how big a dream we may have, it should begin with faithfully fulfilling the little tasks that are cluttered in front of us. Some people are good at coming up with new ideas and trying them, while some people are good at developing the initial ideas into a stable structure that can be sustained for a long time. When everyone is assigned to the position where one can work on what one performs best, the overall structure can move in harmony. And it is only after the basis is firmly consolidated that we can finally afford to look further into the future and move forward. Of course, the work does not organize itself, even when everyone is working on their own little tasks. We need to have someone who can watch over the whole picture, and decide on the direction that the overall task should head toward. And after the general direction is determined, we still need someone to find out what steps are needed to complete the picture, and to divide the work into manageable size. Finally, the work cannot be simply assigned to the people at random. One should be able to understand the strength and weakness of each member of the group, and assign the tasks to the most appropriate people, and keep checking on the progress to reassign the tasks when needed.